All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Let's dive back in. So we're working on our supercomputer factory. We need more cables. We need to set up some reinforced iron plates to build the crystal oscillators to complete the build. That's where we stand. So this whole setup has to go first. We got to redesign all of this and make more cables. Then we got to make the reinforced. We got to finish off the last of the fuel and ship everything back home, or back to the supercomputer, not to home, back to the supercomputer build. Okay. Hey, Linsenmeyer, welcome back to the channel, buddy. There's something else we want to do as well, which is we want to fix our refinery blueprint to use the Mark II pipes. So before we put down the next set of refineries, let's fix that. Let's go ahead and get a blueprint designer out here. All right, I guess we're going to go down to the ground here to do this. Okay. Let's load this up and fix this. And then we'll get to work. All right, so load blueprint templates for refineries. Need to fix all of the pipes to be Mark IIs. And while we're at it, we might as well upgrade the belts to Mark Vs as well, since we have that. And I guess we'll just fix up the colorations as well. Doesn't really matter where that stuff comes out. Okay, there's the pipes fixed. Let's upgrade all the belts. Okay. All right, there's that blueprint upgraded. Let's save those changes if we can. Save blueprint, confirm, clear blueprint designer. There we go. That's a better setup. Hey, Pila, welcome back to the channel. And Caleb Broderick, hello and happy Sunday to you as well, sir. Thank you for visiting. All right, so let's figure out exactly what we need. We need another 336 cable. Right now we're making 90, 90, 90, and 90. Okay. So we're making exactly 360. If we copy this, we're making too many. So let's go ahead and put down... Let's see, you're going to need a break. We're going to have to redo you in a bit. All right, let's get our new blueprint down. Blueprints, here we go. 4 refineries. Let's get you lined up. That looks about right. Pila says, I played a bit more of the new Sonic and very impressed, especially with all the graphical effects. Sounds good. I mean, you're positive about it. It might be worth playing, it sounds like. All right, so let's move the heavy oil residue over. And let's figure out exactly what we're doing here. So we don't need 360. So let's do 360 minus 270. Yeah, 90. So what is that? No, we want 336. 336 minus 270. We want this one to produce 66 cable per minute. Perfect. Okay. So we have the heavy oil residue. Next, we need to do the wire. So you're going to need 150 plus 36.666. We need 186.666 wire. All right, let's come over here and figure out what that looks like. So we currently have, I guess, 10 of these. Yeah, we have 10 of these. All right. I think we just go up top and rebuild this entire thing and then underclock it a little bit. I think that's probably the best way to do it because we already have the layout. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So we need one line like this out to here. Then we throw some flooring down on top. Quickly throw it right around here. And then there. Get these connected up. Okay. Now, it would be nice if this was if this stuff was see-through. If we had like, if we had glass, I guess. I don't think I have unlocked that, unfortunately. Did I put my tickets coupons in here? I did put my coupons in here, which means I might be able to get the glass flooring here. Let's see if that works. Awesome shop. You love the nice magenta pipe color for the heavy oil. Yes, I find that coloring pipes is extremely handy in dealing with fluids. So where was the glass flooring? Foundations. Wasn't there glass, or is that a material? Paint finishes, foundation materials. I could have sworn in an earlier version of the game. So there's the glass roof. I could have sworn there was a glass floor or a see-through floor. We could use the structural frame set, perhaps? Yeah, glass frame foundation. Okay, here we go. Let's purchase this. And see how that feels.
Fun fact. Architecture was invented when people began building buildings. If it had been invented slightly beforehand, perhaps more old buildings would still be around. Humanity sometimes lacks vision.
This could really help us to build this out, this design. So let's get the... What is that? Architecture? Glass frame foundation. Yeah, I think this works. We can see through to what we're doing below and then build on top and just mimic the exact build we have. Okay, so our smelters go here. It's something like that. Yeah, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys join up with some mergers. So you would be somewhere like that. Where is your output? There. This one is pointing the wrong way. That looks right. Nope. Yes. Okay, let's connect up the belts. Okay, so that would be our ingots. We'll do the numbers later. We'll do the ingots first. Then we have a splitter here. Looks right. And then 2 splitters. Something like this, I think. Yeah, that looks right, and that looks right. Okay, then we have our... So we'll connect this. Then we have our 2 blueprints for the constructors. Hans Christoph Ernst Freier von Gagern. I guess. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Fascinated to say the least I am. Welcome to the channel. I am currently trying to build wire to make cable to go into crystal oscillators to build supercomputers, if you're curious. All right, so blueprint, let's get 5 constructors down. Okay, now, which side is the input side? We've got outputs over here. Yeah, outputs are over here, so we want to line this up kind of exactly right. I think that is right. Let's look below. Oh no, I've made a mistake. Okay, so this is part of the blueprint. I don't need these here. Let's try that again. 5 constructors. That looks right. Now, is this the right way around? Yes. Okay, so we build that like that, and then we build this one over here, something like this. No, like over here. That looks good. Take the belts, connect them up. Now, why is that one off? Oh, look at this. Hold on. Oh, no, you're connected over here. Right. Okay. We can do that. So the splitter for the ingots connects to that one like that and connects to this one over here. Right. I remember now how we did this. Then we join the outputs over here somewhere. And this group is going into... Oh, I've put this backwards. Gosh darn it. All right, we got to rebuild this now. So I got to rebuild this and get the numbers right. Let's get the refinery, 4 refineries blueprint down. Yeah, it's like that. That looks like we got it right now. This game, how, what, why? What is this I've yet to... Okay, so Hans is role-playing, apparently, in the chat. This is a factory game. It's an automation game. You build up factories to produce more and more advanced technologies, which unlock other technologies. And eventually, you beat the game by submitting a package of the most advanced technologies. All right, so we had done this math, but I need to redo it now. So we need 270, 336 minus 270. We need 66 cable here. There we go. And that means we need 186.66 wire. Just going to come over to this input here. So we want our merger somewhere like this. Coming off the side like this, I think. Let's see if this works first. I can't quite tell the height we want here. A little bit lower than that. Somewhere down like that. There we go. That looks good. Okay, so our wire comes over here and joins here. Are you not a merger? You are a merger. Where is your output designation? You're around front? Okay, let's change you to point the other way. There we go. What is said to be the most advanced of all technologies? Well, right now, if you look in the upper right corner, we have to complete phase 4. That consists of 4 product packages, one of which we've completed, and the other 3 of which we have not. The most advanced one there is called nuclear pasta. So to make nuclear pasta, we need pressure conversion cubes and copper powder. To get pressure conversion cubes, we need radio control units, which I do have, and fuse modular frames, which I also have. So I have both of these automated. So we need to make the pressure conversion cubes, and then we need to make the copper powder. Then we need to combine them into the nuclear pasta and put them into our space elevator and send them up to our corporate overlords. That is going to get us to the final phase, phase 5, which is the end of the game, if we complete it. But there's even ever more technologies and such. Right, you loop around like this. There we go. Okay, so that's the wire output for these refineries to make cabling. And then the output, there's no pipes. There's no fluid output from this recipe. So we can delete these pipes. And then we can connect up the cabling outputs on the manifold. Get ready to send them back home. Now, what's your deal? Oh, I'm going from the wrong output. Okay. Mergers only have 1 output. They have 3 inputs and 1 output, so you got to pick the right one. There we go. All right, so the cabling begins to flow. We need to connect these refineries to power, like so. And we need to go over here and get our numbers right for the second wire factory. So 186.6 wire divided by 10. We're going to need 18.6 wire from each of you gentlemen. Let's go for wire. We're going to use the alternate recipe here. And we're actually going to underclock these, it looks like. So we want you to make 18.666666 repeat. All right. So we're going to copy and paste that recipe to all of these. Constructors. So 10 of them should make the 186.6... 186 and 2/3 wire we actually need. We're going to need to connect you to power. So let's do that. Okay, there's those machines on. And then in terms of ingots, we're going to need 103.7. So if you're making iron, 103.7 divided by 4 is 25.925 each. Okay. Let's copy that into our smelters. And then they are going to need the same amount of ore. So they're going to need 103.7 ore per minute. So let's go over to our miner. Yeah, you're currently like going nuts. You've got way too much going on. I think for sanity's sake, I want to track how much I'm actually using. This is 120. So we'll round that up to 105 and call that 225 in use. Let's just make sure we track that. So we'll put a sign down from our organization section. And we'll just put a text layout. And we'll set it to 205 in use. Okay, now we're going to need to split some off for this, and then also we're going to need to split some off for the upcoming reinforced iron plate factory. Where is your power? Oh, I didn't use... Right, I didn't use the blueprint here, so you don't have power yet. All right, let's do your input manifolds with splitters. Is that how you are down there? How are you that close? Well, these are actually back a little bit. All right, well, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so here comes the iron ore. That's where the iron ore will come in. Or I guess, actually, we'll do you slightly differently. Mikos, welcome back to the channel. You did heavy modular frames. Very nice. Dabbled in trains. Okay. Berea twisted pasta and used uranium cores to turn said pasta to nuclear pasta. That's outside the scope of the game, my friend. Doesn't quite work that way. So, all right, how am I going to do this? I guess I'm going to throw a splitter here. Just kind of anywhere-ish. Then we'll lift some of this ore up to the ceiling. Get the ore connected up. I mean, I guess that's fine. It goes a little too high and then loops back down around. Let's do power poles. Okay, so there's the wire done. The iron ingots will go into the smelters to produce the iron wire. That'll come down here and join with the heavy oil residue to form more cable for me. That should happen shortly. Let's see that happen. So it's a manifold system. It'll take it a while to get fully up to speed, but that's okay. You guys can produce... There we go. You're starting to produce iron wire. Getting plenty of ingots flowing. There's the first wire merging and heading down into the refineries. Very nice. Okay, so now we got to use up the rest of this heavy oil residue. So I got to do the numbers again and remind myself how this works. So over here at the plastic, we have 29 refineries making heavy oil residue, right? And they're all at the same number, 10 per minute. Yeah, so we have 290 oil residue. Let's make some notes. 290 residue. And then what are we using? So here we're using 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 154.666. So we're using that much. We need to dispose of the rest. So 290 minus 154.666 gives us 135.334. Okay, so we need to convert that into fuel and then burn it off. You need more power, Mikos. Yes, that's always the problem, right? Well, so the way I did it is I went coal into a turbo fuel factory, which all of which I built on stream, so you can go watch how I did it. And then once that was enough to get me through tier 6, I think. And then once I got into tier 7 and 8 where I am now, I rushed to nuclear and built the nuclear plant, which got me up to 60 gigawatts of power. 57 gigawatts to be exact. And that's going to be enough for a while. All right, so fuel. What is the conversion rate here? 40 per minute? So I can get this done with 2 refineries, I think. And I think we're going to need more space, so I'm gonna put out a little bit of a dog leg here. Like this. We'll get these connected to power so that I can hover. And then I think we put down another blueprint refinery, but we have the output going that, or maybe this isn't a refinery. Maybe this isn't a blueprint. Maybe this is just me doing the thing. Yeah, that might be easier. So yeah, this will work. I think that and that looks good. So you guys are going to convert the heavy oil residue to fuel. Residual fuel, right? Heavy oil residue, yep, okay. Oh, you'll eat 60 per minute each. Okay. So 135.334 divided by 2 is 67.667. 67.667 divided by 60. 1.127783. One 127783. Okay, there we go. That's what we need. We need that twice. Your output's going to be fuel that will burn off in fuel generators. Let's get the heavy oil residue connected. I'm not sure. Hold on. I'm not sure this is going to work. This might be too close. Let's see if this actually connects or not. It does. All right. So I need you to connect over to this. Let's get a little bit of a support here. So you'll come down to this level. You'll have a nice sharp turn. There we go. The heavy oil residue shall flow. You guys are going to need power and output. And then we get the generators online. let's bring you over to here. Is that nice and straight? Yeah, that works. Okay. Okay, you guys should be producing fuel already. Very nice. Okay. Hey, Silas, welcome back to the channel. Mikos asks, how do you unlock the turbo fuel? So to unlock the turbo fuel, Mikos, you go into the MAM. And if you go into the... Oh, apparently I finished a hard drive scan. Do I have another hard drive to scan? I don't. I'm out. I need to do some more exploration. What did we get here? Coated iron canister could be good. Quartz purification with water, that's always good. All right, let's grab that for now. Anyway, you go into the MAM and you go into the... I believe it's the sulfur tree? Yeah, here's turbo fuel. So to get there, you unlock the sulfur tree. Then you unlock experimental power generation. And then you can get into turbo fuel. It does cost a hard drive, I believe some compacted coal, and some packaged fuel. So you'll have to have those available. You might have to do this first. So you might need 2 hard drives to get to turbo fuel. But once you have it, it's a very useful material and great for powering fuel generators. Caleb asks, is there a trick with the pipe junction to snap it on an existing pipeline similar to the splitter trick? So existing pipes? Yeah, you can do that. So let's say I have an existing pipe here. I can put a junction anywhere on it. And then if it's near an input, like there's an input over there, right? So if I want it to snap, I just hold the control button. And it'll snap to the nearby input like that. The other thing you can do with junctions is you can use them to cut pipes. So you see how I only deleted the half of that? Anyway, let's burn off our fuel. Alright, so I need a fuel generator here. Something like that. And we're going to be producing... fuel, so let's go into the pipeline swatch. How do I want to do this? Right down the middle there? Yeah, that works. Bring you as far as you'll go for now. Okay, let's take our fuel output. I don't know if we need a second generator or not. We'll find out in a moment. Oh, that's awful. Look at that. That was an interesting curly Q loop. All right, so you guys are producing slightly over 90 fuel. Excuse me, morning allergies, a little bit of a cough. You guys are producing slightly over 90 fuel, 90.222. How much can you burn? You do need to be connected to the network to burn anything. You can burn 50? You can burn 50, so we will need a second one here to burn the remainder. Let's get it hooked up. We'll give it a minute to build up a little bit of a reservoir here before we crank it all the way. Yeah, you're full. Okay, so you need to be at 40 and change. 41 cubic meters is a little bit much. It's supposed to be, because you're making 90.222. Yeah, 90.222 from the two of you. which rhymes, coincidentally. So you need to be burning 40.222. So 40.222 divided by 20, 2.0111. $201.11111. There we go. 40.22 cubic meters of fuel per minute. So that should finish the job there. That should take care of all the cable. We should have exactly the cable we need for our crystal oscillators and our supercomputers. What we need now, if we look over here, so we're done with the cable. We need 60 reinforced iron plates, however. And we're going to have to get that from the iron over here. So that's the last part of the build. We got to get 60 reinforced iron plates and ship them home. Or ship them over to the supercomputer build. Turbo fuel, super nice. Agreed. Caleb Broderick, what do you mean by that's 267? Are you talking about your own math or a mistake that I made? You're talking about turbo fuel? Okay. So we have two recipes for reinforced iron plates. Either we use screws and iron plates and make 5 per minute, or we use screws and iron plates and make 15 per minute in an assembler. I mean, what's the difference here? 3 times 3. I guess we're using slightly more screws here to get a higher output rate. But 4 of these gives us exactly what we want, so let's just build that. So I think we build out in this direction for this part of the build. Let's get some more flooring down. I have to come underground, I think, to make this happen. Or actually, I need to delete these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I can append my blueprint here, like this. Does that look correct? Yes, it does. Okay. So we'll need more of this iron ore coming this way to make whatever we're going to end up building here. Let's build out a little bit of space for ourselves first. Okay. So down at the end, we have our 4 assemblers. And then... Now, why aren't you connected? You should be connected. Ah. I have to do this. There we go. Now I have hover power out here, right? Yes. Okay. So we have 4 assemblers over here. And we need to get the reinforced iron plates they're going to produce over to the road down there and the lifts. So we have... We have space for a 3rd belt for these on here, and it's partially built already. So we definitely want to come down along this. So I think the output will run it along and under the factory and then bring it up onto a belt over here. Let's do out. I like to start at the end of the chain. I like to start at the end. I think that should be enough space, but it might not be because we got to get screws, we got to get iron plates, and we got to get smelters. So I'll add one more piece of factory flooring over here. And all right, let's put our assemblers down. I might want to fix my blueprints, though. Well, no, they're probably okay for now. Because we're not dealing with huge numbers. So 4 assemblers blueprint should do the trick. Let's see now. Yeah, that looks good, I think. No, wait, that's the backside is the inputs, right? Those are the inputs, and those are the outputs. Okay, so let's get you turned around like that. I've confused myself again. Yes, those are there's the inputs. Something like that. No, that's... Why is there... It's very confusing. Okay, so the power's at the front. There we go. Like that. So the two inputs are here. And then there's my output. Let's move it back just a skosh. And then how is it in terms of centering? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so there's the assemblers to make the reinforced iron plates. Largest turbo fuel factory I've ever made produced around 1,700, which was able to fuel 225 fuel generators. Boy, that's a lot. That's massive. I built a fairly big one in my previous playthrough, which was pretty cool. I made a whole island of fuel generators, like, with gorgeous rings, and it was all sculpted to the landscape and colored beautifully. But it was right at the end of my second playthrough. I burned out after I finished it, and I couldn't keep playing. Okay, let's configure you boys. You're going to be making bolted iron plate, right? That's 15 per minute? Yeah, okay. And you don't need to be overclocked, which is good, because I have more... fragments, power shards. Yeah, I have more shards. Okay. However, we don't need them here because we need exactly 60 of these, so 4 is fine. Let's get you connected up to power. And then your inputs are going to be a little bit different than what I have here. But let me color you boys green to remind me you're the inputs. Input 1 and input 2 goes in there. So that's going to be the iron plates and the screws. And then over here, we're going to run you down and underneath. Right? And connect you up on the other side. So where are you? You're here? You're going to go somewhere over there. All right. Let's get you... All right, well, for now, we'll build a guideway for ourselves like this. How does that feel? You're the output. You're going to come out to the edge. Like that. I'm going to take you down. We want you just below here. I think like that. And then we go... Yeah, that looks right. We come over here. Underneath. And then up and over. Do I want to leave that line there? I'm not sure I do. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of that, so we'll get rid of it. And that means we'll get rid of this as well. Hey Smurf, welcome back to the channel. You're rewatching from the beginning. Hello from the past. Okay, well, it's going to take you 44 minutes to hear this welcome message then, but welcome to the channel. All right, so you're going to come here like this. Right out to the edge. Then we're going to delete your support and put a lift on you. And then you're gonna snake over onto this line. Something like that. Now the question is, are you straight or are you going to give me problems? No, it looks like you're straight. Okay. All right, so we'll finish the road home once we finish the reinforced iron plate build. But let's at least get it connected up to the road. So we're going to need another floor hole here. You would connect to that. Getting the floor hole back would be tricky. The one down here. Can I put a... So we've got the existing floor holes. Can I snap a foundation into it? No, I can't. All right, so I got to build it back. Like so. And then I can put the floor hole in, get the lift in. Okay, so you go there like that. Then we put the floor hole in like that. Okay, now we're done with this. Connect you up like so. Looks good. Yep, okay. And then we want you to connect to that. But you're having problems, huh? What if we go from this side? That looks better. Okay, reinforced iron plates, ready to build the road home. It's all connected. Now we gotta actually go build them. So we got our output. We just need to feed it with plates and screws now. So let's figure out how many plates and screws we need, shall we? Let's do the math. That's part of what this game is about, doing basic arithmetic and doing it correctly. So we need 4 times each of these. So we need 1,000 screws per minute and 360 iron plates, right? 90, 180, 270, 360. And then 1,000 of these. All right, so we need 360 iron plates and 1,000 screws. Let's figure that part out, shall we? All right. So let's do iron plates. Well, yeah, let's do iron plates first. What do we have here? If we had some plastic, that's a hard no. I don't have any plastic here. I mean, I have plastic over there, but it's all being used for the supercomputers. So it looks like we're going hard ingots here. Yeah. 75 per minute sure would be nice, but we can't do that. So that means we're gonna... Wait a minute. That means we're gonna need a lot of iron ingots. 3 for 2? So that's gonna be, what, 400 and... What's 360 plus 180? 300 and... 400 and... My brain can't do math right now. 360 plus 180 is 460 plus 80 is 540. We're gonna need 540 ingots just for the iron plates. That is a lot. If we made more, we don't have the resources to make any more plastic. We're using all of that oil to make plastic already. Is there any excess oil? Is there anything left over? I don't think so. Because we've got 29 of these. Yeah, we're already using a lot. We had 600 and 600. I guess there is some... I guess technically there is some oil left over. We could go into plastic here, but it would extend the amount of... It would make the build much more challenging. Because I'd have to build more refineries and make more plastic. You're producing 300 per minute. No, we don't have any more oil. We don't. Because we got 600 over there and 300 here. That's the 900 oil we're using. There's 30 oil left. which is enough for 20 plastic per minute, which doesn't really help us. Maybe one of the fuel generators. Rob the heavy oil residue from there. Oh, heavy oil residue. Yeah, there's another way to get plastic, isn't there? Residual plastic uses polymer resin. Recycled plastic uses fuel and rubber. So we'd have to get our hands on some... Nah, we don't have the resources here. We're just going to have to use these... we're just going to have to exhaust these iron nodes. I mean, we do have 2 iron nodes. One's pure, so there's a lot of iron available there. And then we have another pure node here. So we're probably okay. It's a big number. All right, so iron plates are going to be resource intensive, but it is what it is. So if we need 360 iron plates, one of these overclocked can make 50. So we would need what? 2 for 100, 6, 7. We'd need 8 constructors to do this, and they'd mostly need to be overclocked. Or if I want to save on shards, I don't think I need to save on shards. I've got like 300 stored up, and they're easy to get more of. All right, so we need 8 constructors. What exactly is your deal? You connect to nothing? You connect to nothing. Okay, I don't really know why that's there, but okay. So... 8 constructors... Alright, let's see about it. I have a recipe for 5 constructors. I mean, if I'm gonna build this, I might as well build it once. So 8 constructors. Do I want to? How do I want to do this? Vertically or back to back? Maybe 4 back to back. Yeah, that could work. Okay. 8 constructors. Now, is that enough room or do I need more? Splitter. Like this. They could be a little bit closer, I guess. I want to make it more compact, but maybe it doesn't matter. So 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now, the problem's going to be... Yeah, I actually need to move this back because I need to be able to loop the output somewhere around the front. So let's do it like this instead. Oh, yikes. Okay. There we go. So 2, 3, 4. Was it... Yeah, it was like that, right? Then we do the splitter in the middle. Coming in from behind. So you're the input splitter. And then our outputs can merge up over here, I guess. Need a bunch of mergers, but that's okay. Oh, I lost power over here. Hang on, let me get myself a little bit more power temporarily. There we go. Merger, 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 and merger. Let's do belts. And then these outputs, I guess they merge here. Do they merge on one side or in the middle? I mean, I guess if I'm going up the middle, it doesn't super matter. I can even kind of leave that as is, and then just, well, all right, for convenience sake, we'll just throw one here, I guess. Then we can fix it later if we need to. Yeah, okay. And then so you're the output. So as long as we do power, the rest of this seems like it should be fine. Let's put a pole here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll connect you to a pole over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's a usable blueprint for 8 constructors. And then if I wanted to, I could turn this into 16 by saving this blueprint and then placing it on top of itself. That could be kind of handy. We'll come back to that idea if we need that many constructors at some point in the future. Don't forget the smelters. And maybe there may be a place you can sloop potentially. No, I don't want to use sloops until the very, very end of the game. I don't want to, because they're hard to, it's hard to remember where I put them and get them back. So like I'm carrying around 20 right now. I've got, I think, 12 over in the supercomputers at the moment. So I've found a total of like 32-ish. All right, let's save this blueprint. All right, so select icon. You're going to be a constructor. Your name is going to be 8 constructors. We are going to set your directory in templates, production. Let's save the blueprint. Okay. Where's that random power pole? Here. Okay. All right, so now we're going to place that down and configure it to make our iron plates for us. One of the inputs needs to go there. So I actually am probably going to have to... the way I did the blueprint, the output was wrong. That's fine. We'll rebuild it. Should be like that, I think. Yeah, there's the input. No. Yeah, that's the input. Why is there a little white arrow here? Oh, there's some sort of directional thing that I've never noticed on the blueprints. I guess the control console for the blueprint designer was right here. So maybe that's what that points to help you align things. Okay, so I'm actually going to want that lined up just like that. That's kind of perfect. We can even move it a little bit closer. We can lock that in. So our actual merger goes over here like this and goes into one of the inputs. All right, so that will be our iron plate input, right? And we're gonna need a lot of screws here. So we're gonna be making iron plates, right? 20 per minute times You're going to be up, overclocked to 50. So 50, 100, 200. And then that's 250. Wait, 100, 200. That's 300. So you guys need to make 30 each. So you just need a slightly less overclocking. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's 360 iron plates. We do need power here. No thank you to you. Okay, so there's the iron plates. I am going to need a little bit more space here, I think, for the screws and for the... Because the smelters are going to have to go here. So we're going to need more space to the right, I think. Let's get another platform down here. Let's get that connected up. So I think screws end up going here, whatever that looks like. We'll come back to the massive amount of iron ingots we need in a moment. Because we're going to need to fit... We're going to need to fit all the screws in here. So we need 1,000 screws, right? Let's take a look at screws. What do we have here? So if we go direct from ingots, we get 5 for 20. We can get a lot more out of steel. What do I have for steel beams? Steel ingots. Aluminum. I don't have any aluminum here. I have limestone, so I could make concrete. Do I have coal nearby? Show me coal. All right, no coal nearby. I'm not building all the way down to that. So, all right. It's either one of these two recipes because I have no way to get steel here, right? If I had aluminum ingots, I could make steel, but that's a whole thing. I don't have any coal, so I can't. Steel ingot, solid steel ingot. Well, hold on. This uses coal. This uses iron and coal. This uses compacted coal and petroleum coke. Ooh, now the petroleum coke might be an option here. Instead of burning the remaining residual fuel, I could turn it into petroleum coke. This has potential. Let's examine this idea. So if I make... Okay, let's go down the rabbit hole with this. How much do I need for this plan? And how much... Like, I need to figure out exactly how much of the residual oil I need. So let's say we're going steel screw, right? We get 252 screws for one steel beam. So if I have 1,000 screws divided by 52, I need 19.230769 steel beams. That's a little sketchy, but okay. Well, we'll follow the math here. 19.23 steel beams. We would need 4 times as many ingots. Unless I used concrete, which I don't think I want to do. I don't want to get too complex here. Well, just 4 times as many ingots. 4 ingots for each steel beam. So then... we need that many, 76.9 ingots. Or, steel ingots. And then with the petroleum coke recipe, for 20 steel ingots, we need 15 petroleum coke. So we need 3/4 of that number of petroleum coke. So we're going to take this. We're going to divide by 4 and multiply by 3. Like that. So we need that much petroleum coke, 57.69, whatever. And then from petroleum coke, we need 1/3 as much heavy oil residue to get that much petroleum coke, right? 40, 80, 120. Yeah, 4 heavy oil residue for 3 petroleum coke. So now we divide this by 3. So we need 19.23. Okay, so we need exactly this amount of heavy oil residue, and I think we have that. So hold on. Hold your horses. I think we might do this. This could be kind of interesting. All right, so you go away, and then you go away. We put the floor back in like this. Connect you up. Let's make sure you guys are connected too. And then we can pull off some of the petroleum, the heavy oil residue over here. So these guys are consuming, yeah, there's enough. There's enough. Okay. Let's grab some of that. I think we do it right in between here. We just need, I think we just need 1. So like, this is kind of interesting. Let's go here. Do something like this. We place down a refinery here-ish. In the middle. I guess I want to move it over like this. So that it's lined up. Yeah, so that's lined up. I'm kind of okay with this plan. The foundation doesn't exactly look right. All right, let's rebuild it. Well, no, we won't rebuild it. What we can do is, since we can mess with the foundation a little bit, or it doesn't even, well, it kind of does need some kind of something to sit on. All right, let's mess with this a little bit. We'll move it 1 meter to the right so that it's sitting on centered foundation. All right, that looks fine. Let's get some of this heavy oil residue up here. Like that. Now, if I'm having you make petroleum coke, and I need that much oil residue consumed, 19.23, whatever. You need to be underclocked. Hold on. So I need that number divided by 40. 0.48, so 48.0769 for clock speed. 48.0769. Right? 0769. Yeah, that works. Okay. Hey, Rodney, welcome back to the channel. It's not every day you see someone use the coke steel ingot recipe. Hey, Mix-Up, welcome to the channel, buddy. Good to see you. Okay, so you're going to make petroleum coke, and you're siphoning off this much heavy oil residue. So... now, the problem is... okay, here's the big problem I have right now. Once the supercomputer is completely full and backed up, all of this stops. So I do need to burn off the excess fuel to keep it running while it's running. But I don't care if it... I don't care if the whole thing backs up and I lose this little itty bitty bit of power. But while it's running, it should be efficient. So we're losing 19 oil residue here. So from 67, let's take this down to 50. Well, yeah, let's take this down to 50. Or maybe even 49. This is going to be a little bit of a feel thing. I think that's okay. It's asking for a little bit more heavy oil residue than there actually will be. So these guys will flicker on and off a little bit. They'll fluctuate, but maybe that's okay. Where's your power? Your power's in front. All right. So... assuming that you're making petroleum coke at the right rate, I'm not sure this heavy oil residue is arriving. I'm not sure we have the head lift for this. Oh, it's not running right now because nobody's consuming the cabling and the plastic. So none of these are running right now. So we can do a temporary thing to keep this running. The plastic's kind of running. We can do a temporary thing here. Not sure where the right place to do this is, but... that's going all the way back home, huh? Okay. Yeah, this can just be a temporary way to get the whole system up and running. We'll just throw down some industrial storage and siphon off the products so that the whole system starts running, and then we can delete this later. So, splitter. Splitter here. Splitter here. Splitter and plastic. Okay, yeah. So that should get the whole system up and running once those siphon off. We should see more... yeah, we should see more petroleum. See the line of green coming down here? As we start pulling off the plastic and the cabling. We start draining it out. So we should see more petroleum fuel in production. I actually don't know if those industrial storage containers have sufficient space in them for this, because this thing's going to put out a lot of content very fast. I might want to... let's take a look. Yeah, see, it might fill up pretty fast. We can kind of do something like this to kind of like get it to last a little bit longer. So you're going into there, you're going into there. And you're going into there. This should last for a while. Okay, we got some storage towers to temporarily keep this whole machine running. And now we should see more heavy oil residue coming out, and we should see whether it can get up to our petroleum coke production. Red Rax, welcome back to the channel. Add a sink for extra. Oh, I should have done a sink. You're absolutely right. This is dumb. This is super dumb. I just need a sink. I just need a pair of sinks. Red Rax to the rescue, man. All right, that was a mistake. Let's get some sinks down. That's a much better idea. Where's the nearest power? Much better plan. Joshua's brain doesn't work properly. There we go. Now I don't need to worry about the storage containers. That's a very much better idea. Mix up, we are working to try to build 60 reinforced iron plates to build a bunch of 24 crystal oscillators to build 12 supercomputers. So we're working our way through a long chain of problems to try and get that to happen. Yeah, Red Rax for the win, man. That is a much better solution. Okay. So the goal here was to make some petroleum coke. If the oil can lift up here, we need the whole system to be running for that to happen. Like you're working. We got greens across the board here. There's like, yeah, it's going to take a minute for the whole system to come online because of all the manifolds involved. So these ones are still yellow. They're not quite producing yet. But like if we come over here to the middle of this area, this is starting to fill up, I guess. I guess another thing I could do is cut this off for a moment. Because that's consuming a bunch of the heavy oil residue as well. All right, we need to give this a moment. I don't know. I don't know whether we need a pump here or not. You know what? Just for safety's sake, for good measure, let's just throw a Mark 1 pump on here. That should be more than sufficient. Yeah, that should be more than sufficient. How do I want this angled? Like that? Okay. More than sufficient should be. Once the whole thing comes online, I mean, it's starting. It's flowing, it's running. We need to give it some time. All right, let's assume that works and we get our petroleum coke, right? So we're going petroleum coke into steel ingots into steel beams. There is a bunch of limestone right there, but like I said, I don't think I want to do that. And then steel beams into screws. So let's start at the end. Let's get our screws down. So we're going to go steel screws, constructors, 260 per minute. So 4 underclocked gets us what we need. Let's put those down. You know what? This blueprint needs fixing as well. I think? No. Well, it should be fine. Let's get our 4 constructors making steel screws down. So I guess I've got 5 constructors and we'll just delete one. All right, so you guys can live here-ish. This one's getting deleted. Looks like we're a little bit over the edge there. And the output comes out right there, unfortunately. All right. So where's the first input? Are you the green one? Yeah, this does need a bit of a fix. So input goes in there. And then it all flows over here. Yeah, so it's all right to left. Okay, so we're going to delete you. Don't need you. You guys are going to make steel screws. And we're going to underclock you to 250 per minute. And then here's your output, which needs to go up and over there. So you come like this. And go that way. Yep, that looks right. Okay, so there's the screws output. Let's get power connected over here. Okay, so these guys are on. Now they're expecting steel beams to come in here, right? 4.808 per minute. $19.232 steel beams. Okay, so the steel beams... we're using the ordinary constructors. So we can do that with one, because they'll make 15 per minute. So we just need one there. That's fine. I guess we'll pop you down like this, just kind of in the middle. I guess that's fine. You're going to make steel beams. You're going to make how many? 19.232 per minute. $19.232. Okay. You go like that. Let's get you some power. That's fine. Okay. So then we need our steel ingots. Is that really enough? I guess that's enough for the screws. Screws, like, you don't need that much actual material for screws, right? Problem with manifolds, load balancers are way too complicated. Hard agree, hard agree. So we need 76.928 steel ingots. 76.928. We need that many steel ingots. And in fact, just to make sure I don't accidentally lose this number. Okay. So that's coming from... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You are not here right now. How did you even get here? Oh, you're gonna be impossible to get rid of, and you can't be killed. I gotta drive you towards somewhere you can get off of this. Yeah, go that way. Get off. Okay, he's like stuck now. How did you get here? It doesn't make any sense at all. All right, there you go. Good Lord. How did he get up on the platform? The game must have spawned him in when I wasn't looking. That's crazy. They can be killed? That I did not know. I didn't know you could kill those things. Are you sure? I thought they were immortal. I'm convinced they were immortal. He did run away after I put a bomb on him. I don't know. I've never heard of one of those being able to be killed. All right, let's get back to what we were doing. Man, this is a lot of work. Okay, so we've got our ingots we need to produce, and we're using the petroleum coke. So ingot, steel ingot, using petroleum coke. All right, we want the coke steel ingot. And we can produce 100 per minute in a foundry, so we just need one foundry, and we actually can underclock it. And then we have to do iron ingots over here, but this is almost done. The screws are almost done. Let's get the foundry down. Foundry can live there. You're going to make coke steel ingots. So you need iron ore and petroleum coke. But we need you to make 72 instead of 100. So your clock speed is going to be 76.928. Okay, so you're going to need iron ore and the petroleum coke. Let's see if we got our numbers right on the petroleum coke. We should be producing this, 57.696. 57.692. Close enough. Can I get you up onto here, like so? I guess the answer is yes. We'll do that to avoid the clipping. Do you have any... You do have a heavy oil residue, and you are producing petroleum coke. Excellent. Okay. So your iron ore is going to come from over that direction. Let's bring your... petroleum coke in from over here. Let's get you connected to power. Okay, that's... As soon as we get the iron ore in, that screw's done. That's actually surprisingly cool. Compact and small. I guess we're only making 1,000 screws. I guess the number 1,000 seems like a lot in this game, but for screws, it's really not. All right, so you need iron ore, and then we need a bunch of ingots over here. What do we need? 45, 90, and then 75 times 6. So 150, 300, 450 plus 90 is 540. 540 ingots over here. All right, so we need 540 ingots. Hold on. We're done with that. 540 iron ingots. Okay, we're very close now to having the reinforced steel plates, or reinforced iron plate production complete. This was pretty annoying. I mean, I might be better off building... I might have been better off building a blueprint that just made one of these. But then the problem is there's so many alternate recipes, it's all kind of situational. You've killed a couple that roam in your factory. Takes a lot of damage, but it can be done. Caleb, that is astonishing to me. Looks pretty nifty. Yeah, so far. All right, so how are we getting 540 ingots? Iron ingots. Let's look at that. We could use the limestone for this to get 50 per minute out of a foundry. That's just raw limestone. I don't have to convert it to concrete. We do have that over here. It's down here. So I'd have to put a miner here. What are you? You're a normal node? All right, hold on. If I put a miner here, like that, and then lift up the output. You're going to produce... I might not need that much here. Before we overclock it, let's figure out what we actually need. Right? So then we have some foundries over here taking in limestone and iron ore and making ingots. Yeah, okay. I think we're going to do it this way. So we're going to use basic iron ingot. Yeah, there's a bunch of the... I've refused to get these recipes because I'm like, I don't care. So 50 per minute. We can overclock that to 125. So 250. We would need 5 foundries. We would need 5 foundries. All right, let's see what that looks like. Can we squeeze 5 foundries in here? And then the ingots go into the middle. I think we can do this. And then the last one there. I guess that's okay. And actually, I can lift that up a little higher. Okay, we're getting close here. Let's get something like this going. We'll go 1, 2. And we'll see how this feels in terms of connecting to the input port. Can I make you work, or are you too close? That's too steep, right? Now maybe I could do it with a lift. Did that... I can't tell if that connected or not. Well, this... Hold on, this is backwards anyway. I don't think it did. Let's not do it that way. If we're gonna use lifts, let's just use lifts. All right, you're coming from the left, 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 left. You're coming up to this level, so I think like this. Nope, too high. I think it's there. Yeah, that looks good. Just switch to straight mode. There we go. Okay, so there's the limestone. Let's select our recipe. So it's the basic iron ingot, right? Yep, okay. And 540 divided by 5. Gets me 108. There we go. And we are going to need some iron ore over there as well. So let's put a splitter for the iron ore here to go into this manifold. Splitter coming in from the left. Looks good. Okay, that will be part of the iron. Another splitter here. Coming in from behind. More of the iron goes over into this foundry. So that's going to have to go over the output manifold here, because the output manifold here has to go in here into this merger. Let's do this output manifold. Yeah, you'll be the centerpiece. So this is a little tricky. Let's see if we can make this work. That does work. Okay. Which means we need another merger facing that way. And right there. Okay. So there's all our foundries putting iron ingots into steel plate production. So some of our iron ore needs to get over there. What's the way to do that? You know what? It might be coming around back here. So we actually move this here like this. Yeah, okay. So this iron ore comes around here, crosses the gap, makes a turn, ends up going in there. So the question is, can we get enough iron ore onto this line for everything we need? So we know that there is the max we can hold on the belt is 780. We've got, I think, 205 in use. That gives us 575. 575. Then you guys are using... Hold on. 575 minus... What was it? 54 times 5? That leaves 305 left. And what do you need? 57. Yeah. We're fine. Okay. $362 plus 205. 560. If we get 600 ore per minute on this line, it should be sufficient. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to go up to 780. Except to preserve power shards, I guess. That should be everything. That should be it. Let's get you up to 600 at least. 720? That's fine. All right, let's see how well we do. All right, you're using iron ore and limestone to make iron ingots. Okay. You guys are using iron ingots to make iron plates. You've got petroleum coke and iron ore to make steel ingots. That's being made into steel beams. And these fellas are making screws. Looks like that's all working. The screws and the iron plates are going into the reinforced iron plate assemblers. And they are beginning to produce as well. So it'll take a minute for the manifold systems to catch up. But once this is all up and running, I think we have all the ingredients for our oscillators. So all we have left to do is to build the oscillators, plug them into the supercomputer factories, and the supercomputer build is done. Yeah, I can see the reinforced iron plates beginning to flow. Okay. We green across the board here. We're still yellow over here. Now, what is your problem? You're just low on crude oil. Are you all low on... No, you got heavy oil residue coming out the wazoo. Okay, hold on. That's a problem. So now this is full. Okay. Am I not burning enough? Oh, that's right. I disconnected this. Okay, so I have to burn off the extra now. I'm glad I checked. Yeah. So this was to like get the oil residue going for the petroleum coke, but now we got to burn this extra off. Right? Okay. We could flush some pipes to kick things into gear. If we need to. Oscillators were a doozy, but it's pretty sweet. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of supercomputers per minute when we're done with this. Baseline 12 with summer sloops, it'll be 24 supercomputers per minute, which is astonishingly large number. Let's flush a couple of pipes here to kind of speed things up, because you can't go because you got too much of this, right? Let's flush this a couple times. How's that doing for your... Okay, that's helping you out a little bit. We might want to do a bigger segment here, so like, hold on. If I cut you off, and then we flush the entire network, and then reconnect you, that should help out quite a bit. Yeah, that was good. Okay, so now everything's running at capacity. We got greens across the board on plastic production. That looks good. Now, one concern I do have is that there's a lot of inputs a long way away, but the flow rate should be 600 cubic meters per minute. Max flow rate. We can see the flow rate being measured. It should be okay, I think. You guys are making cable at full speed. You guys are making fuel, and the fuel's being burned off. You're still kind of... Yeah. Okay, we're good here. I think we're good. Yeah, I think this whole build works. So the last thing we got to do is make sure we connect up the belts home. And then we got to build these oscillators. 24 is the largest you've seen? Well, thank you very much. It's the power of blueprints and planning and math. I'm proud of it. Okay, we got to take everything home now. So... Now, none of this is going to get used. I got to come back and delete the sinks, too. I definitely have to do that. But let's leave them for now, so that everything continues to run and we produce the reinforced iron plates. That worked out surprisingly well. And not super happy with that at all. There we go. That looks okay. All right. We're very close. Power of blueprints indeed. How did I do this? I did this with poles, right? I did power poles. I put a conveyor pole here, and then I put one right there. And then we came around like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Come on home, little buddies. Okay, so that gets us the reinforced iron plates to here. Oh boy. Okay. We got to build our manufacturers to make the oscillators now. So the oscillators go in here. And we need the reinforced iron plates and a bunch of quartz. I forgot we also need a bunch of quartz. And the quartz is like over here, I think. Yeah, there's the quartz right there. So... I think I'm gonna cut down these trees and then we'll build something. Oh, there's a hard drive nearby. That's interesting. Where's the hard drive? All right, we'll come back to the hard drive later. I guess we'll use this as our kind of launching point. It's a little high up, but that's fine. Gives us space. I think this is an okay place to start here. Not sure exactly what this looks like, but manufacturers take up a lot of space. I know that. Where's power here? All right, that gets power to this grid. I guess we do something like this, and then I think we need 10 manufacturers because they can make 2.4, and we need 24 crystal oscillators. So I think we need 10, which is an astonishing amount. But I think I just built a line of them. And the last one has an output somewhere around here. So like the manufacturer, where's your output? Yeah, somewhere around here-ish. Because we got to get, where's the input line? Crystal oscillators come somewhere like this. So I'll actually push it a little bit to the left, just so we have some room to mess around. Let's push it back. All right, so we need 10 of these. I'm pretty sure. Oscillator. Yeah, quartz, cable, reinforced iron plates. And we can make 2.4 per minute. And that's the most we can make from one. And I need 10 of these. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. How did you get turned around like this? That's weird. There we go. That's right. All right. And we're going to have to get the materials over here. So the quartz comes from behind the cable and the reinforced iron plates. We're going to have to peel off, maybe from over there. We'll put some splitters on the lines and bring it over in this direction. But we are going to need 10 of these, which is a lot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we can fit the rest on those. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10 manufacturers. Man, that takes up a lot of space, huh? That's crazy. Logistics going to be a good time. No spoilers. You'll be happy to have that many supercomputers. Yeah, I think I knew I was going to need a lot of them for the end game, so I wanted to do a big build for this. And Pila says, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii was made to make fun of Ubisoft Skull and Bones. Is there a little bit of rivalry between the companies? Not that surprising. I am burning through power shards on this build, I'll tell you that. I know once we get to tier 9, we can manufacture power shards out of, like, materials, so eventually we won't need to hunt slugs and process them anymore, but still. I guess let's do output here, why not? It's going to be a minute before we can turn these on, but let's get the output done. So mergers heading to the right, like so. Last one needs to be facing differently. Last one needs to be facing out. Like that. Okay. So belts. This has been a very big... I think this is the... I think this is the second biggest build I've ever done. The biggest build I've ever done, well, maybe the longest amount of time on a build I've ever done was in my previous playthrough. It was the, I'm pretty sure it was the fuel factory. Or maybe it was the supercomputer factory in that, but this is pretty big. This is pretty enormous. All right, power poles. That one's slightly off, but that's okay. A lot of work to get these lined up and built in logistics done, but c'est la vie. You know? It's just the way it is. Okay. So once these are producing, we're going to want to take the output down to the ground and get it into here. What's the right way to do this? I think we can actually... If we... Yeah, you know what? If we just come straight down and build something here like this. All right, so let's go with a conveyor pole here. As high as can be, maybe? And then we'll do a lift down from you to roughly that location. And then, yeah, this is it's gonna be annoying getting the height exactly right here. So what we'll do is we'll go over like that. And then wherever this is gonna be, right around there, we'll put the power pole. Something like that. Yeah. Okay, that gives us kind of what we need to aim for. You're going to come down as if you were going to join this. So I think you live there. Let's check. No, that's too low. Okay. So it wasn't in the middle. It was right like that, right? Okay, all right. That works for me. And then we can continue over here and see if we can connect these up correctly. All right. So we want to connect to you with a splitter here. There we go. That looks like that's going to work just fine. Crystal oscillators, baby. We're almost there. We're almost ready to turn this whole damn thing on. I'm very excited to see it finished. And running, hopefully. Okay. So we need the cable and the reinforced iron plates over here. That means part of that build doesn't really need to be that way, but that's okay. So the reinforced iron plates don't really need to go over to the factory. We can end them here. I guess I'm just going to leave that for now. The cables we do need a splitter on, however. And you are a little bit annoying, so we're going to delete you. Looks like if I don't want to clip through the rock here, I'm going to need a little bit more of this material. That's not what I wanted to do. I think we'll come over to, like, there. And then curl around. Alright, we're so close. I just want this to be done at this point. Yeah, okay, so let's throw down conveyor pole 1 and conveyor pole 2. Get these nice and straight, lined up so that we can have straight lines. Okay. Now you, Mr. Iron Plates, can come to here. I guess that's better. And then we'll put a splitter on that line. Kind of doesn't matter where. It just has to be on the line. You come to here. Okay, making progress. Plates and poles. Or plates and cables. Onwards. So close. I just, like, I'm so anxious to have it done. You know what I mean? Alright, so... quartz is coming from there, can come up underneath. So let's just do cable first. That can be a standard setup. We'll have splitters here. Yeah, just like this. Okay. Should I move it out a little bit so I have room? Yeah, I should move it out a little bit. So I have room for lifts. We'll take it out to there to start. I think that's good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we shouldn't need the 10th one. Okay. Okay, we're at 2 hours. That's impressive. But I don't want to do a part 5 of this stream. I want to finish the build. We're very close now. We're almost done. So, the other thing we're going to have to check is that we get our numbers right, I guess. I guess at this point it doesn't matter. So if I got my numbers wrong, I'm not going to go back and redo all of this. Okay, so there's the cables beginning to flow. We're gonna have to go back and delete the awesome sink once this is running. But we're very close here. So now we need what do we need now? We need lifts here. This is for the steel plates, the reinforced iron plates, rather. We're gonna need splitters coming in from the left. Except for this one, which comes in from here. And you're gonna come down and do something like this. Or maybe you're gonna come down and do something like this. Where will you actually be happy living? There? Huh. You're giving me some attitude. But let's make this happen, shall we? Okay. There is... Let's finish this up. There are the reinforced iron plates. We're very close. We're almost done now. Oh boy. It's just the quartz. And then watching to make sure everything works properly. So close. I can taste it. I can taste my supercomputer production. Okay, let's get our quartz manifest online. We're gonna need floor holes for that. So 7, 5, 7, 5. These are my hotkeys, if you're wondering. 7 for the floor hole, 5 for the lift. And we have to go underneath and do more lifts and manifold lines, and then we have to get the quartz set up. Oh my god, so close I can taste it. I just want it to be done. I want it to be done so badly. Okay, so the quartz is coming from, I think there. I can't remember if that's the pure node or not. How much quartz do we actually need? 430. All right, so that's totally fine. 480 is going to be more than enough. Okay, so thank goodness for the hover pack and for blueprints. They've made my life so much easier this playthrough. Okay, splitter coming from the left, left, left. Nope, you got messed up. You were not built correctly. I guarantee that. There we go. And you're coming from the front. Okay. What? There's a weird interaction there. Okay, all right. We're in the final stretch. Turning around third and heading for home. To use a baseball metaphor, which I realize some of my non-American viewers might not appreciate, but suck it. America, F yeah. America. we're a country with a lot of problems, but there's still some things we're good at. Baseball is one of them. Okay. Just need quartz. By the way, this is raw quartz, right? Fuck, it's quartz crystals. Ah, it's not raw quartz. It's quartz crystals. Oh my god, I gotta do more work. Somebody kill me. Oh my god. It's not raw quartz, you guys. With water, I guess we can make a lot in the foundry. If I want to get some water around here, is there water? I mean, I guess there's water like around here somewhere. There's water back there. And what do I need? I said I needed 400 and I need 432 quartz crystals per minute. Son of a... Okay. All right. Okay. Don't lose sight of the end goal here. We're very close to being done. We can get there. We can finish. Right? We can finish. Where's the nearest power nubbin? Over here? All right, well, let's go straight up, I think. Do something like that. Okay. The disappointment is real. Part 5 or long part 4. Caleb, you knew? You knew? We're very close. I think we just power through here. That's too long to get the... All right, so what... 432 quartz crystal. It's too many constructors. I need this foundry thing to work. Because then I can do it with 4 of these. And get it up to like 125. Yeah, 4 of them. Okay. 4 foundries. Quartz is coming from over there. I probably need one more. I don't know. Look at all this trash. So close. All right, 4 foundries feeding into you. Let's see it. Let's see it. Foundry. Like that, I think. Let's see. Let's see. Merger goes here, pointing outward. Then we lift up and feed in. Okay. This will work. We can get this. We can get this done. 2, 3. It's giving me some problems here for some reason. 4. Okay. You guys are gonna make fused quartz crystals. We're gonna get you... No. Oh wait, are they not... No, they need liquid. These can't be made in a foundry. Hold on. What? Yeah, it's made in a refinery. Okay, I need refineries here. Okay. Let's get the blueprint for 4 refineries. Smokestacks are input side, right? Which way is this belt going? It's going in. Okay. And then my outputs are back here. So we probably have to turn this around. I need you over here. Okay, I need you at the back left, it looks like. If I'm going to do this the easiest way possible. Okay. I need you like there. Okay. Which means I don't really need this. And then we're going to rebuild this. You're going to come down over here instead like this. Your output, so you come around. And you go into there. That looks right. Okay. So we need to get water and quartz into these, and we need to configure them with the right amounts. We need 432 pure quartz crystals. So 432 divided by 4 is 108. We need 108. Okay. Sure. The raw quartz we're going to need is something like close to 600. So it's 400 plus 160 less a bit. Yeah, around 600 should be fine. And then we need, call that 80 water times 4 is 320 water. Okay. We can make this work, god damn it. I am so close. I'm going to finish this. I got to finish this stream. Quartz crystals. Okay, your outputs are already connected. We need 600 quartz crystals from over here, and then we need water from somewhere. We'll figure this out. Let's steal some power here. Why don't you come over here like this? By the way, you're not impure, right? You're normal? Okay, we can get 600 out of you. Perfect. Miner Mark III. Go. Go, go, gadget miner. Looks good. Please get me 600 raw quartz per minute. Thank you very much for your service. You come out like this. Ish. Connect over to that. Like that. That looks fine. That's decent enough. Out front, these pipes are dead to me, so we're gonna get rid of them. Okay. These pipes should be blue because we're doing water. And we need 320 water in these pipes somehow. So let's head towards this lake. That's a long way to run a pipe. The alternative is to pump something up from down below in the swamp. I'm not sure that's going to work either. It's not that far. Let's just go get it. Where is it? Oh, it's up on this, up on here. Well, at least we won't have to deal with headlift. Oh man, it's pretty far. It's farther than I thought. God, this is so annoying. I so want to be done with this. Oh my god. Let's get you to there. All right, water, where are you? Right here, huh? Okay, let's see what you got. It's not that bad. It's not that far. Okay. And it's nice and deep. I don't think I can do this with one water extractor. I might need 2 here. But I want to use as much of this water as I can, so we'll try and figure out what we need to do. Can I get a second one in here somewhere? Okay. All right, so each of you needs to get to 160. Or you can't get to 320 on your own, can you? You can get to 300. No. All right, we'll go to 160. Okay. Because I said we needed 320 water, right? Okay. So we got to junction these together. I'm not going to worry too much about making this gorgeous. We're just going to get it home. We are going to have... God damn it, I'm going to need a pump or something to get it up to here. I think. Once we get it up to here, it should be fine. Where am I taking this? Over in that direction? Yeah, coming down is easy. It's going up that's hard. Do I want to go... I guess it doesn't matter particularly. Okay. And in fact, I will overclock those just a shade more to hurry this up. You got this. You can do it. Thank you, Caleb, very much. We are going to need a pump here. This is... I think this is too much head lift. Let's get... Yeah, let's get this in here. Where did you go, pump? Hold on. Let's crank you up just a bit. Just a little bit more than we actually need. Okay, it's pumping. It's flowing. Bop it. Pull it. Touch it. Rip it. Wasn't there like a sketch? I think there was a sketch on Robot Chicken where somebody got a bop it and it gave them increasingly dark instructions until it was like, pull it. And then they pulled out, it was like a gun stock. They're like, aim it. And they're like, no, there's a scope. And they try to put it down and it's like, pick it up. Pick it up. Aim it. Shoot it. Assassinate it. It's pretty dark. You guys don't have power? Is that the problem? What is your problem right now? You don't have water or raw quartz. Why not? You must not have power, right? No power. Okay. Please, I'm done. I'm done. Quartz crystals. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I gotta go delete the... Okay, we're gonna come back and check on this after I go delete the awesome sinks. It's the last thing I gotta do. But I think the build is complete. We should be seeing massive amounts of supercomputers very soon. I'm very excited about it. Haven't used a bop it in so long. I can't remember if I ever actually had one. Or if it's just the fact that the commercials were so friggin' ubiquitous. And the bop it theme song that like pull it, squeeze it, bop it, slide it, whatever it was like super catchy at the time. You couldn't get away from it. All right, you're done. And so are you. Okay. That's all running. Even though we're not really pulling out the plastic yet. Okay, let's head back, shall we? Let's see what's going on here. We're gonna need a second for the oscillators to get produced, and there's a bunch of manifolds involved, so it will take a while to reach equilibrium. For sure. So can you slide on a conveyor and get even more speed? Oh, wait a minute. Let me try that with the, Let me try that with the, Yeah, that's a lot. That's actually a really nice amount of speed there. Okay. They are producing. They are producing. They are making the crystal oscillators. Fantastic. Oh, okay. We're very close now. So they head down and out. Some of them go into the supercomputer manufacturers. It's going to take a minute, though. But hold on, hold on. Are any of you guys producing yet? Not yet. How many do you need to get all set up here? Oh, you don't get crystal oscillators directly. It goes into computer manufacturing. Right. Okay. You have your crystal oscillator, so you're making computers. Oh my god, you're making a supercomputer. You're making supercomputers. It's happening. I have, however, royally screwed up here. I'm not using the outputs I meant to use. That one's correct. But this one's not. Hold on, the merger goes here. No, it doesn't. It goes here. That's not a merger. There we go. Okay, there's the first supercomputers. Oh man, that's cool. We're seeing them come in now. Okay. All right. Supercomputers. Very nice. Okay. Drone status cannot unload. So we do need to go home. Okay, so the build is now complete. We are making 8 supercomputers per minute in 3 different manufacturers for a total of 24. Half of that is from summer sloops, but goddamn does that feel good to have that done. I need to get home. Is your quartz miner fully overclocked? Yeah, I think so. I think we got it up to 600, yeah. Okay, the drone over here. So we set this up. The drone over here. Can't unload because we gotta get rid of this. And then he can leave. So I'm realizing I did not build in an overflow into a sink. But let me temporarily set this to circuit boards. That should let those clear out. Okay. So what we actually want you to be is supercomputers. Supercomputers. There we go. Now we just delete all these circuit boards. And we can set up this. What am I missing? I'm missing SAM fluctuators. Oh, what's happened to my SAM fluctuator build? Something went wrong over here. What happened here? Oh, did I? Okay. Hang on, I actually need some to do this. That's funny. that ran out. Okay. Supercomputers. we're done, and we've got a lot of them now. It's very exciting. Okay, supercomputer. There it is. Okay. So basically, if we're overflowed all the way back to here, we actually want to have an overflow unit that goes into a sink, right? Awesome sink goes here like this. So if we get backed up all the way to here and we have overflow, yeah, then we get rid of it. Okay. So that's the build, folks. Supercomputers are done. As the drone begins flying back and forth, we'll see, I don't know. Where is the drone right now? Is it coming in? I guess I don't know. This would be the supercomputer drone? Yeah, supercomputer export. It's coming in hot. We're making the supercomputers. It's very exciting. So, obviously, we're basically at the end of the stream here. I do want to watch this come in and flow. And by the way, let's check on our power. I think we're good, but yeah, no problems with the nuclear plant. Are you supercomputers? You are. How many are you bringing on a given trip? Because you had to go back. You had like maybe a minute of extra time. Okay, dump your stacks. We got 24, 48. Looks like it was 56. And this setup appears to be working. Very nice. Okay, so that is supercomputers. It took a long time and a lot of work, but we got it done. I'm very happy about that. We're going to be moving on next stream to turbo motors, which take cooling systems, radio control units, motors, and rubber. Rubber's going to be a bitch. We're going to need more rubber. We don't have any, really. So I'm going to have to get rubber from somewhere. You can probably be filled in. I don't think there's any need for you to be holes in the floor anymore. But yeah, a very, very big build. Took 4 streams and like 8 hours to make that happen, but tons and tons of supercomputers will be available to us shortly. It's going to be very helpful in beating the game. All right. Yeah, I'm going to sign off here, guys. Thank you so much for being here for this extra long stream as we wrapped up the supercomputer build. Let me thank Mixup and Redrax, Caleb Broderick, Pila Chew. Who all else was in here? Rodney Mikos. Smurf was here. Silas. Hans Christoph Ernst Fryer von Gagern. I don't know if that's a real name or not, but if it is, it's pretty dope. And Linsenmeyer. You guys were all here and said hi. To those of you lurking now or watching the VOD in the future, if you haven't already and you would like to get notified and show up to the live stream, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the alert bell so you get notified when I come online. We'll be back later this afternoon. I think probably I'm going to relax from building and do another exploration stream, go hunting for more hard drives. And then tomorrow, probably after the Like a Dragon stream, we'll do probably a big rubber build. I'll probably try to investigate that rubber and plastic recycling thing and see if I can build that. Because we'll probably need more plastic and more rubber in the future. Well, we know we need rubber for the turbo motors, but we might need that plastic as well. Anyway, that's going to be it for right now. Thanks again, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday. We'll see you next time. Bye.